On the news tonight, FCT administration inaugurates people-oriented projects in Abaji Area Council. A non-governmental organization holds stakeholders meeting to address challenges facing deaf women and girls in Nigeria. And Independent National Electoral Commission suspends continuous voter registration exercise in the FCT.
Hello, glad to have you join us on the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitubo. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has inaugurated people-oriented projects and flagged off empowerment program in Abaji Area Council of the Territory. FCT Minister of State Ram Tijani Aliyu says the All Progressives Congress governance mandate requires the FCT administration to be in a hurry to add value to the lives of the residents of the territory, especially those in rural communities. Ifeanyi Ezumba reports.
This complex is being commissioned today by myself, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, representing the chairman of Abaji Area Council, and handing over to the representative of the Police Commissioner of Abuja, FCT, to the glory of God and to the use of man.
Commending the chairman of Abaji Area Council for empowering numerous citizens through the provision and distribution of motorcycles to Okada members, provision of speedboats to Kureje and Alu communities, purchase of irrigation pumping machines to farmers and distribution of grinding machines to rural women, among other empowerment schemes. FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliyu assured that the administration will leave no stone unturned towards ensuring that the less privileged are empowered.
I put before you all these empowerment programs. Ladies and gentlemen, this will go in no small measure to energize the youth, to empower the women. Even the motorcycles that are being given today, we ease commuting from one locality to the other. For those living in town, they shall live it as means of livelihood. You will be able to transport from one place to the other.
Chairman Abaji Area Council Abdurrahman Ajia acknowledged the pragmatic role played by the FCT Minister of State during zero allocation to area councils.
He has been there for us anytime we try. If not for our sake and concern for the people of FCT, what we have achieved today wouldn't have been possible.
Projects inaugurated include the Abaji Police Area Command Office, 0.5 kilometer Market Junction Road, 0.45 road along Baba May Lema, ongoing 1.2 kilometer road pipeline, among others. Ifeanyi Ezumba, NT News.
And talking politics, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is soliciting the understanding of FCT residents on the suspension of continuous voter registration till after the elections. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu made this known while at the stakeholders meeting ahead of the election. Aisha Bali tells us more.
The graphic illustration shows that there are 6 area councils in the FCT with 62 registration areas, 2,822 polling units, with only 2,229 approved for the forthcoming area council elections by INEC due to zero voter registration and approximately 1.4 million registered voters. To enable the residents exercise their right, continuous voter registration lasted for 6 months according to INEC, which was suspended by December, while collection stopped by 4th of February 2022.
Some of them from congested locations to proximate but underserved areas. We gave voters the opportunity to transfer to some of the new polling units. Unfortunately, voters did not take advantage of this opportunity as we had expected in all cases. Consequently, there are 593 polling units in the FCT without registered voters.
Is also part of INEC's effort not to disenfranchise any group. The provisions were made to capture the physically challenged at the leprosy community in Kwali Area Council.
The printed ballot papers and magnifying glasses will be deployed in aid of albinos and vision impaired citizens.
This is my own card. I don't pass with this card. This card you see here, keep your own. We have no other Nigerian like this one.
INEC says permanent voter registration is still ongoing nationwide, while FCT will recommence the exercise after the elections. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Commissioner of Operations, FCT Command, Benneth Igwe, says there will be restriction of movement across the Federal Capital Territory come Saturday, February 12, from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. DC Igwe made the disclosure while responding to questions on election security on the magazine program called The Police. Wayne Dogo has more.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police, Bennett Igwe, has said that adequate security personnel have been deployed across the FCT as well as operational order for the forthcoming area council elections. DC is to guarantee the safety of electorates, INEC officials and all election materials.
I want to inform the residents of FCT that the police and other security agencies were ready for the election. We are fully mobilized, our people, for the election. We have posted our men and made sure that we will all be there before the time.
He further added that all known black spots in the city as well as border towns have been raided, and also advised the general public to join the police in ensuring a violence-free election by reporting anything suspicious.
Take our number. Take a police line. The CP number is on every day in the news. Google it, you will see his number or my number. If you have any information, you can reach us personally. When you see something, say something. It's when you refuse to say something that is a problem.
DC Bennett Igwe advised voters to diligently cast their ballots on that day and return to their houses to prevent breach of peace. Wayne Dogo, NTA News.
Now to update on COVID-19. Figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 8th February 2022, indicates 9 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT. The number of confirmed cases stands at 28,255, while active cases now 201, and the number of discharged cases stands at 27,803, and 247 deaths have been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory. Deaf women and girls in Nigeria are facing a lot of daunting challenges owing to their inability to communicate meaningfully. It is as a result of this and other issues of sexual-based violence against them that a stakeholders meeting was organized to address their plight. Odiri Arutere reports that the meeting was put together by Deaf Women Aloud Initiative in Abuja.
Focuses on the implementation of existing laws, policies, and programs aimed at preventing gender-based violence, sexual reproductive health service for deaf women and girls. This is in line with the United Nations Convention of Rights of Persons with Disabilities as enshrined in Article 6 and National Disability Act and other relevant policies.
I'm sure with this project they'll be able to come out to have their own voice and talk about their rights to access to justice when it comes to gender-based violence.
Launching the projects, advancing the rights of deaf women and girls to prevent and respond to gender-based violence. The organizer stressed the need for all to provide enabling environments for these special persons to contribute their quota. Speakers at the meeting equally called on the government and private organizations to employ professional sign language interpreters in order to break the existing communication barrier in the society.
The essence of this is to make sure there's what we call disability inclusion.
One change that is untimely needed is gender equity in work roles, which ultimately increase in women's contributions to the economic well-being of any nation.
Inability to express themselves verbally was also identified as serious obstacle preventing full justice for them. Odiri Arutere, NTA News.
It is morning, a new beginning. As you prepare everyone for the day ahead, just anything is not enough. Only you make breakfast special, creamy, tasty, with vitamins and nutrients we need for a delightful, healthy start.
So start your day right with Hollandia Evolve. Right nutrients for a healthy breakfast.
And for a bit on sports, Nigeria Football Federation confirms date for Ghana vs Nigeria playoff for Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifier, as Mohamed Salah set for Liverpool return after Africa Cup of Nations heartbreak. Let's join Ahmed Abdurazak for more on Sports Brief.
The Nigeria Football Federation on Tuesday confirmed the date of the reversed Qatar FIFA World Cup 2022 playoff leg between Nigeria and Ghana to the Confederation of Africa Football. NFF said Nigeria and Ghana will face off in a pitch battle at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, March 27. Meanwhile, Liverpool's forward Mohamed Salah has returned to Liverpool's training ground on Tuesday and will be assessed by medical staff ahead of the game against mid-table Leicester on Thursday. But Sadio Mane will not be available after returning to Senegal to celebrate his team's victory. Elsewhere, Manchester United slipped out of the Premier League's top four after being held 1-1 by Burnley at Turf Moor on Tuesday. With Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench, United were made to pay for not making more of dominance first 45 minutes after Paul Pogba put them in front. Meanwhile, Burnley roared back after the break and gave their unusual hopes a boost. J. Rodriguez leveled 2 minutes into second half. With Sports Brief, Ahmad Abdurazak, NTA News.
And before we go, do remember to take your COVID-19 vaccine and adhere strictly to safety protocols to keep safe. And that concludes the English version of the news. Up next is translations. Good night.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make it calm down. Eat the farm say it's happy. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you know you pass your power. You want to show yourself, oh.
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Ma agbaja jere sha jero wona bi ku shagbadai yi wa na bashi ba badai wa mu president ayuba wani wago anabage gayi gwamnati kizina ta tin shi ba lalo mashi ko gaza anya gbogbogbo ko che ko la tutun guya in abaji kin ko ba che abaji nyabwa bwa yebe gwamnati ya kwa be ko shin be de ko na ba kwa ye ga kizina gwamnati bibi ba bwa be shi lo ifan yanzu ba wada ga minista zaza yara mata tijani aliyu wada ga gwamnati ye ko kuda ko ashin pege da hwa dudu ga ba shin atutun baba be aza mashi kwa ce aza bwa bede na shi ge gwamnati ye gi ko ga aza mashi ye pya ko ga ba anya gbogbo na ba ko ba ce aza ashin ge sa na insa sa nu ko ye ko yin na ba leyin gwamnati gbadagun kuli ashe atadin shi ba ya aneka kizi na sapanya kola kizi na yihwanya ga yiku bugba hwenuwa yaku mbwa she gbadagun ta jagodo na akati bagmi kuli ashe nya gayin badai nga she aku ayo kuli a she na be she na gwamnati bibi insatu yi ko be jagodo mbagayi Aisha Ubali wadai nga aneka shin kpaje da Professor Mahmud Yakubu wani bai da a siyasa a zanar mai lonu sanu babe yeshi bai ku abaje sha bai shi kuliya ya unwu fi in lafiya a satuwi in ko bele gbadagun a an koza a takpa badai baku be mba buci nga baje ashilo tige batakpe badadalo daidai nge odiri ori tere wadai nga gbadagun ye be mbuci ge gwamnati ge ngoko mabashi na ba kwa baba mashi ye pya ntige aza ba jashin lo nsasa hehwia dudu aza jin apmalo ashin ba ba nukwe na de anagbayi bede na ashin ba be ba da be ko gwamnati ko ba susu kwa ba yenyi ya ba godo ba ngira nge bede gwamnati agodo ko ngaga ko ba mabashi kwa godo kwa baba mashi kwa uba ba peye na de na abwaze na abwa amutu anyai ko ba mabashi sasa hehwia dudu ntige zaza he na apmalo ya mu akiye ko ina biye sai su yi bai ji anabaji wo yin waye fina gbada sai su
masu kallon mu barkanmu da yammaci ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. Hukumar babban birnin tarayya ta bude wasu ayyuka na al'umma da kuma raba kayayyakin tallafi a karamar hukumar Abaji. Wakiliyarmu Ifeanyi Ezumba ta rawaito mana cewa karamar ministan babban birnin tarayya Ramatu Tijjani Aliyu a lokacin da take bude ayyukan ta bayyana cewa jam'iyyar APC da gwamnatin babban birnin tarayya tana da hanzarin ganin ɗaukaka darajar rayuwar mazauna birnin musamman mazauna karkara. A jawabin shugaban karamar hukumar Abaji Abdulrahman Ajiya ya yaba wa karamar minista bisa kokarin da take yi daga cikin ayyukan suna da aka bude ya hada da police station, gyara hanya da sauransu. Hukumar zaɓe mai zaman kanta ta bayarwa mazauna babban birnin tarayya haƙuri game da dakatar da ci gaban rajistan katin zaɓe sai bayan gudanar da zaɓe mai zuwa. Wakiliyarmu Aisha Uba Ali ta ruwaito mana cewa wanda ya bayyana haka shine shugaban hukumar zaɓe mai zaman kanta Farfesa Mahmud Yakubu a lokacin gudanar da taron masu ruwa da tsaki. Ya bayyana cewa za a ci gaba da yin rajistan a waɗansu jihohi amma sai bayan zaɓe za a ci gaba a babban birnin. Wata ƙungiyar kumaye mai zaman kanta a turance mai suna a turance Deaf Women Allowed Initiative ta gudanar da taro domin samo hanyar kawo ƙarshen matsalolin da suke fuskanta. Wakiliyarmu Audrey Arutere ta ruwaito mana cewa a cikin abubuwan da suka tattauna sun hada da cin mutuncin matayensu da sauransu wanda suka yi kira ga gwamnati da kuma kungiyoyi masu zaman kansu da su taimaka musu ta fannin kiwon lafiya da ilimi da kuma sana'o'i domin su bayar da nasu gudunmawa don ci gaban ƙasa. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasarar takaitattun labaran kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Tọọ ntị n'ala nara anyị akụkọ anyị jiri bịa n'uhuruchi a. Gọọmenti isi ala anyị agbapela ọrụ enyemaka na okpuru ọchịchị Abaji n'isi ala anyị. Ifeanyi Ezumba wetara akụkọ na minista bụ aka na-achị steeti Abuja Ramatu Tijani Aliyu mere ka ọ mata na otu ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị APC chọrọ ka gọọmenti isi ala anyị mee ngwa ngwa hụ na ha lebara ndị obibi isi ala anyị anya, ọkachasị ndị bi n'ime obodo. Ọrụ ndị ha gbapere gụnyekwara ụlọ ọrụ ndị uwe ojii dị na Abaji, okporo ụzọ nakwa ọrụ ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị INEC n'aha ịchafụ bekee arịọla ndị obibi isi ala anyị ka ha nwee nghọta na akwụsịrị ịgbata kaadị eji eme ntuliaka ruo mgbe a ga-emecha ya bụ ntuliaka. Aisha Ubali wetara akụkọ na onye isi oche n'ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị Ọkammụta Mahmood Yakubu mere ka nke a pụta ìhè mgbe ya na ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu banyere nke a were nnọkọ maka ntuliaka na-abịa n'ihu. Ndị inyom nakwa ụmụaka nwanyị ndị ntị chiri n'ala anyị abụrụla ndị na-agabiga ọtụtụ ihe ịma aka n'ihi na ha enweghị ike ikwu okwu. Odiri Arutere wetara akụkọ na nke a pụtara ìhè mgbe ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu nwere nzukọ bụ nke achịkọbara iji kwupụta ihe ndị na-echekasị ha. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ya bụ nzukọ bụ nke otu ndị ntị chiri akpọrọ Women Aloud Initiative chịkọbara bụ iji hụ na egbochiri ịkwaso ha iko n'ike nakwa ihe ịma aka ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Ndị ọkaokwu na ya bụ nzukọ jikwazi ya bụ ohere kpọkuo gọọmenti ka ha weta ndị na-atapi okwu n'ihi na nke a ga-enyere ha aka kwupụta ebumnobi ha mgbe niile. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ọ gwụla ka ọ ha anyị n'ọnụ bụ akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Ndewo.
Kalẹ̀ o ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn. Mobọ́lájí Mátì ni oníròyìn. Aláṣẹ kejì fún ìlú Àbújá Ramatu Tijani Aliyu ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àwọn iṣẹ́ tó ṣe pàtàkì fún àwọn ará ìlú. Bákan náà, aláṣẹ Ramatu ṣíṣọ lójú ètò àtìlẹ́yìn ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Abaji. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ifeanyi Ezumba ròyìn wípé nínú ọ̀rọ̀ aláṣẹ Ramatu ó bẹnuba ipa tí iṣẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alámì ọwọ̀ ìyẹn APC ń gbéṣe láti bu iyì kún ìgbé ayé àwọn ará ìlú, pàápàá àwọn tó ń gbé ìgbèríko. Alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ọ̀hún Abdulrahman Ajia náà na àtàǹpàkò sókè fún aláṣẹ Ramatu bí ó ti dúró gidigba pẹ̀lú ìjọba ọ̀hún lásìkò ìṣòro. Àjọ tó mójútó ètò ìdìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè ti ké sí gbogbo ará ìlú láti fi èdénú bí ó ti gbé ètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ láti dìbò sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ kan náà títí wọn yóò fi parí àwọn ètò ìbò. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Aisha Ubali ròyìn wípé alága àjọ ọ̀hún Mahmood Yakubu ló gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ níbi ìjókòó tó wáyé pẹ̀lú àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún kàn ṣáájú ètò ìbò. Ó mẹ́nuba ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbésẹ̀ tí àjọ ọ̀hún ti gbé lórí ètò ọ̀hún. àwọn odi lóbìnrin àti lọ́dọ̀mọbìnrin ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ń dojúkọ ọ̀pọ̀ ìṣòro látàrí wípé wọn ò lè bá ènìyàn sọ̀rọ̀ yékéyéké. ọ̀rọ̀ èyí ló fà á pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ mìíràn. àwọn odi lóbìnrin àti lọ́dọ̀mọdé lóbìnrin ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ń dojúkọ ọ̀pọ̀ ìṣòro látàrí wípé wọn ò lè bá ènìyàn sọ̀rọ̀ yékéyéké. ọ̀rọ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú àwọn mìíràn ló ṣokùnfà ìjókòó pẹ̀lú àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún kàn láti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún yẹ̀wò àti láti wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ. alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn òdìrí R3 ròyìn wípé ọ̀pọ̀ níbi ìjókòó ọ̀hún ké sí ìjọba àti iléeṣẹ́ gbogbo láti gba àwọn tó yan ọ̀nà ìbáodi sọ̀rọ̀ láàyò. èyí yóò mú àǹfààní àti dí àlàfo láwùjọ. àwọn náà yóò sì ní àǹfààní àti kópa nínú ètò gbogbo. òkè dùn kó pọ̀ síhun ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí wòye ọ̀la Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mọ̀ wá.